Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you're new, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my podcast, Love Hero Pete, and let's just get right into it. I spent the last 6-7 hours, partially kind of like deep cleaning and resetting my home, and oh my god, it was it didn't feel like work when I was doing it. Like it was so nice because, first of all, number one, it's rewarding. Number two, you feel so clean and organized and just like mental reset. It's like washing your hair with cold water. Like it or swimming in the ocean. Like it's so cleansing. And this is the purpose of this video, is to declutter your space and to talk about how important it is. And I'm thinking a lot about like how children are brought up, because I have a niece now that's gonna grow up in this world, and how organization and just decluttering is so important for children and also people, because your environment says a lot about who you are. And if it's constantly a mess, like what does your brain look like? And I don't mean this in an insulting way. I mean this in a more productive and like let's do better way. Because like it'll help you a lot. I mean it in like this is like could be a trick for you to just feel like some weight has been lifted off of you and just feel cleansed. So this is your sign to clean your room and clean your home or your environment. Just keep it clean, reorganize, throw away some old shit, make space for new things and new opportunities. I'm sure your brain will feel so much lighter and better once you've finished. And so that's it. Literally, that's the video. That's all I wanted to say. I could have made this into a short, but I'm now going to go on to a rant of my 3 tarot cards of the day and what they mean for me. So, I recently got off of Instagram because actually I got off in January, mostly for like in spite. It was like a whole like meta strike thing that I heard on TikTok, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. And I did it. And I was really good at staying off. And I'm still like, I have no problem not going on social media anymore. It's not what I grab anymore. I don't even grab for like YouTube shorts. Like it's just, now my go-to is a hobby, or if it's on my phone, it's Pinterest or it's my mail. Like, I'm such an adult now where I'm checking my mail every morning, and this is just me. So anyways, being off of social media is so amazing. Like, I have so much time. I feel I have more time. I'm not sucked in. My brain doesn't hurt in the morning if I grab my phone first thing. If your brain does hurt, that's why. Like, I'm not rotting in bed all day on my phone. Like I'm just more productive in ways that are really beneficial to me, not just being productive for the sake of being productive, because that's not being productive. That's actually probably a little bit harmful if you're taking it too far. Obviously, do everything in moderation. But like, I got into drawing, and I'm actually taking my French lessons seriously, and I'm finishing crochet projects that are really big, like dresses that I wanted to make. So getting off social media is great. However, today, I'm starting my crochet business. Like I was just doing orders for a while, and now I like actually want to make it into a business, I think, because I have like enough orders where I could start making like actual profits. And so I want to do that, but you kind of have to be on Instagram. Like, you kind of need, this is what's annoying, is that I want to be off of social media, but in this day and age, you kind of need it to promote your brand, which sucks, but I'm just gonna have to do it, I guess, or start a website, which I would prefer, and then just do like word of mouth, which would work out well for me because I work in a space where there's a lot of different people coming in, and it's just networking, okay? So that's an option. What I want to say, what's good about social media is that I scrolled for like 30 minutes and my whole feed was sustainability and like skincare things and like a lot of herbs. Pretty much the whole thing was herbs, natural dyeing, and like things to heal your gut, to your skin, like all of it, natural Botox and all this stuff. And it's like number one, we have the cure for everything. And number two, social media can be helpful because look how much information is getting out there that Big Pharma doesn't want you to know. Like, I think I said this in my last video about the sun and how I do not at all believe you can get skin cancer from the sun, and I don't believe that the sun can give you cancer at all or is harmful in that way. I'm sure the sun can be harmful. Like, obviously you get burnt, you get severe burns, whatever. I don't think you can get cancer from the sun, and I do absolutely believe that the chemicals that we're putting on our body, including sunscreen, is what's giving us cancer. And so that is my hot take. Do with it what you will. I will live my life, you will live your life, and in 50 years, we'll see what happens. Okay? So leave it at that. Also use your discernment and don't jump on every new like bandwagon or like trend of like what's sustainable, because we don't know how this is gonna work. Like, yes, maybe taking collagen in your late 20s and 30s and up could be good for you, but we could also hear in 50 years how it's not good for you. Just like how alcohol used to be considered good for you and now it's not, and how smoking used to be not bad and now it's horrible. Like, we don't know, and only really time will tell. So use your discernment, don't jump on the bandwagon too quickly. And yeah. So given that I've just scrolled for 30 minutes on all this sustainable stuff, number one, like, oh, are you okay? I already have a good shampoo. I could make my own bar soap. I'm not really into deodorant. Like, I think it's weird that you block your body's natural odor and like ability to sweat. Like, you need to release the sweat. You know what I mean? So like antiperspirant, that to me doesn't make any sense, but that's just me. But everyone's hygiene is different, obviously, and it is what it is, okay, people? So I do want to like incorporate not supplements, but like healthy things and good herbs that, before jumping on the bandwagon, are going to be beneficial to me and whatever my goals are for myself. And so that's where I'm at currently right now within this hour. That's where my brain's at. And I think there was something else. Oh, also, like, breath work and meditation and yoga. I was never one to take it seriously. I wanted to be that person, but I didn't have the consistency or the self-discipline to be that consistent and be that committed to something. But now I'm like, I have my clean space. I've completely reset my room. I've reorganized things. This is the one thing I didn't reorganize, and it's kind of bumming me out. But I have nowhere else to put all those crochet pieces, so. But I've like reset everything. I might even do like a smoke cleanse And I want to journal because there are some things that have popped up that I'm like, I need to journal about this because this is my subconscious driving me and I need to figure out what it is. And the need to understand myself is so huge. What else? I fixed my plants that were not doing well. And honestly, if you have fake plants, number one, what are you doing? Number two, if you are a plant mom and you have plants and they're not doing well, I think, and hear me out, that could be a sign that you're not doing well either. Like there's something that you're missing. There's a nutrient that you're lacking if your plants are lacking. And so my plants were lacking and they needed some TLC. So I gave them some TLC. And I think that they're going to do really well and they're going to be really happy. I'm hoping so. Normally that's what happens. You give a little TLC, a little love, you talk to it a little bit, sing to it, repot it, mix up that soil a bit, and then they're like, hi, I'm back, I'm happy, I'm beautiful, I'm blossoming. And so that's what I want to do. And I also really want to focus on my energy and what I'm not projecting, but like once you love yourself, there is nothing more attractive and magnetic. And I don't mean attractive and magnetic to like bring people in, but I mean like opportunities and experiences and feelings. Like I want all that good stuff, okay? And so I want to get there, and I think I'm getting there because I'm literally smiling as I'm talking about this and like kind of laughing because it's fun and I love myself and I'm really happy with who I am, and I love that these are my interests and this is what I'm doing with my life. Like it's just fun, and the girls that know, if you know, you know, and I love it, and it's fun, and it makes me really happy, and so I'm very grateful to be alive, and I'm grateful that I can share whatever with all of you people watching. It's kind of weird, but also not, because I've always been a talker, and also, okay, so I've known these obviously like adults, they've known me for a long time, and a lot of them, what am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying. There's an adult in my life that I knew when I was like a kid, like 8, and then I didn't know for a long time, and now I know again. And so we've kind of like, you know, like whatever. No, yes. No, not no, yes. I don't, this is not a political thing. This is not a we're not friends thing. This is a you were in my life, then you weren't, now you're in my life. Okay? So you've known me at 2 different points in my life. And these 2 people that are the same are also different. And she was telling me how when I was younger, I used to be so like talkative and just like chippery. Chippery? That's what popped into my head. Okay. And that was me. And now here I am. I don't talk a lot unless I'm really comfortable and I'm in my element. And I pretty much keep to myself, and I'm very serious. I'm a very serious person. Like I'm pretty serious. And so I wouldn't say very, but like pretty serious. And she was like, what happened? And I'm like, and then it was kind of like rhetorical. And then she's like, you grew up too fast. And I was like, I did grow up too fast, but you know what? I'd rather grow up too fast and be mature for your age than take forever to mature and be, for lack of a better word, a man-child. But I don't mean this in a woman versus men thing. I just mean like a woman-girl, like a woman-child. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather be more mature for my age than immature for my age. So, and I'm happy with my experience throughout my childhood and like teenhood up until now, because it made me who I am, and I'm really happy with who I am. Like I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful for where I am, for who I am, for my reality, for my experiences. Like, yeah. So also, anyone else going through this, because a lot of the times when I post on here, I get comments that people are going through the same things, which I love, like, hello collective. Sorry, my cat's kind of in the frame. Currently, like yesterday, actually the past weekend, I think it was like Saturday, Sunday, today's Monday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I've had like no desire to eat, and not at all for like a weight loss thing, because that's just not, I don't fuck with that. But it's more of just like I want like really clean, I have an urge for really clean food, whole foods right now. And I just, and I also, like, I don't have it. Like, I would have an all green salad right now, but I know it's not filling enough to be a meal, but that's all that I would eat. Like, I would just eat fruits right now. I don't have them. I have to go to the store for that, which I'm like, ugh. But this is why I need to start a garden. Also, one of my neighbors is growing okra, 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 and I want to start growing okra because, like, I heard of its benefits. I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. I've only heard like a few of its benefits, and I'm like, okay. And essentially, I think it's just like thick water. Like, how I think of it is, like, what's that? People are using not blackseed oil. Flaxseed oil. Or flaxseed something for like curl products, and it's kind of that same consistency, and it's the same consistency as like an aloe vera plant. Like a natural aloe vera plant, not the stupid aloe that's green, that's a gel that you get in a bottle, because that shit ain't real, okay? So there's a need to like be very sustainable and connected to the land right now for me. I'm loving it, but it's also it's not that much work, but it's definitely an investment. And so I could do all that right now, and I'm really happy for it, and I feel like that's probably what I'm being called to do. And also drink more water, because I have not had enough in like a while. No, I have, but like daily I haven't been getting enough. So now that we're done with that, not sorry, these episodes are all like 20 minutes long now, but I'm okay with it because I'm not holding you against your will. You can leave at any point, okay? I thought I put a pen here. Yes, you may go. There's the door. I'm sure the X button's up here or there. So in my little tarot shuffle today, which I used to do tarot readings on TikTok, like not legit, just like 3 of them. Okay, it was like 3 or 4 of them, and that was it. I started following the Esoteric Cross on YouTube here. I highly recommend their channel. It's totally mysticism, and I love it. And esotericism. It's esoterics, okay? I love it. I've learned so much more about tarot from them, and just like learning about numerology and also like the elements and what I didn't even have to do a course. I just watched videos, and it was free, and I learned so much. And I'm like, how could anyone else ever read cards without this knowledge of like what they represent? Thank God. You remember how low power mode used to stop your video? I'm so glad that doesn't happen anymore. 1919 on the timer, which is funny. 19 must be my number because one of the cards I got was the sun, and it's card 19. And 1919 was so specifically, it was like time stopped as I looked at that timestamp. So I got the sun, the emperor, and strength. So the sun, no, the emperor comes first. Expansion, becoming the ruler of yourself. Strength, perseverance, obviously. And then the sun is illuminating truth and working with truth instead of going against it. And then that's tarot. And then when we get to numerology, the sun is number 1. The Emperor is about strong foundation, ending cycles, and rebuilding a stronger and better life. And then Strength is also cycles and consciousness and Mother Nature. So it's really like starting a new life in a way. Like, I don't feel like I'm at point 0 right now. I feel like I'm maybe like 1 or 2, maybe probably 1 though, but I don't know, guys. But I have to journal about how I feel and like what's going on within me and energy wise. But I do feel like this has potential. I know that this has potential to be really beneficial to me, and this is gonna be like amazing, and I'm gonna like bloom and just boom, blossom from this. Like, I have my consistency board back here because I was listening to a story from Moth Radio Hour, which is my new podcast that I love, and it's just a bunch of personal stories, and it's really entertaining. It's better than just like music all the time or TV, and you can listen with friends. And this guy was quitting smoking, and I'm trying to cut some things out of my habits, and one of them is sugar, because I think sugar is poison and very addictive. And I noticed that when I take sugar out of my diet, even for just like a day, like right now I had to reset, and I'll tell you about this. So I was going on 3 days of no added sugar, and by added sugar I meant like no sweets. If it was in my like protein bar, it was okay. I didn't like it, but sugar's in like virtually everything, so practically everything. So it's really hard to live without sugar, but I'm cutting out sweets. I went 3 days. Then someone brought home donuts, and I was like, frick. And I had 2. And like the minute I had it, the temptation and the desire to have it was way greater than how it actually tasted in my mouth. I was like, this was not worth losing 3 days of restraint. Not actually restraint, like it's not that hard, but of restraint, to then just have that and that's it. Like, that was not worth it. And so now my new thing, and what I've learned from this experience and from in the past when I tried to cut out eggs and milk, just dairy and egg. Oh my god, the moon is looking so beautiful. When I tried to cut that out, I had a beautiful cookie that someone gave me, and it was huge. It was a big cookie. It was delicious. But I was like, after I ate it, I was like, was that really worth it? Like, all of that for like 30 seconds of gratification? Really? It says a lot. So we're gonna get stronger and let that ship sail. So that's it. This is your sign to declutter your space. It'll help cleanse your mind, cleanse your space, reset. Oh, that crack felt so good. And just be you. Because the most attractive thing you can be is yourself. And that is facts. So, peace and love. Thank you for joining, and I will see you guys in the next one.